Two dudes, one VHS. Rewind the time, no need to guess. Pop it in, press play, don't stress. It's a movie night, pure retro mess. Old tapes, big last, memories flash. We're kicking it back when classics last. So grab some snacks and don't you fret. Two dudes, one VHS.
Hey everybody, it's Alex here again.
Hey, it's Roma.
And I'm...
Sorry.
You're going to introduce me.
We've got a special guest. There he is.
I thought I was supposed to introduce myself. What's going on? I'm Ben Fate from ComedyPortuguese.
Awesome, Ben. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
So, Roma, I selected the movie for this. I didn't give him an option.
All
well,
right.
that's not true.
Kind of like the last one that we did too, though.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh, no.
I did slightly give him an option. Initially, I wanted to do The Wizard.
Yep.
That's one of those movies I never watched as a kid and still have not watched, but I know more about like the backstory of the Wizard than the actual Wizard movie itself. So I was just like, oh, I could watch it, but I don't know how like nostalgic it's gonna feel not having watching it as a kid and having that kind of feedback with it.
Well, that's okay. There's been so many movies that I haven't watched already that Alex has chosen, and I just watched it for the first time, so it's all good.
It's the worst rewatch podcast ever.
No, I think if
I went out with my family.
I think if you're gonna talk about older movies, it helps to have that experience of watching it when you were a kid, and then having that rewatch experience as well, and comparing the two. It's like, okay, was I just like, okay, because you can watch a movie as a kid and think it's the greatest thing ever, and then watch it back as an adult and be like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, this is garbage. Right? So I'm like that with Power Rangers. Like, I can't, it's hard to watch. I love Power Rangers. Like, I have a collection there, and Alex did a wicked one-of-a-kind helmet for me a couple years ago, and it's fantastic. But trying to rewatch Power Rangers now, it's like, this makes absolutely no sense. Like, this woman's trying to take over the world, and she keeps attacking the same place over again.
I've never asked you. Did you watch it continuously? Did you watch every series?
Like Power Rangers, I stopped around. I was faithful, man. Like, I tried. I stopped around Lost Galaxy.
Okay, great. That was a great
I
like that.
Yeah, I you know what? In Space doesn't get enough credit. No, I think. Yeah. I thought if I had to rank like up until I started watching them, it was like obviously the OG's the best, and then I would put like In Space second, Zeo third, and then man, I haven't even watched Lost Galaxy, but I'll put it above Turbo. Yeah, Turbo was just like, oh, cool, they got cars now.
Yeah. It was kind of weak that way. That's a shame because I'm going to be making a Turbo Red Ranger helmet. I'm going to be releasing.
Yes, I saw you sent me the. You sent me the.
You don't like it.
Don't get me wrong. The costumes were cool. But their Zords are cars. Are you kidding me? Like,
I dropped out of Power Rangers during the Disney era.
Yes. Okay.
So the RPM, the Overdrive, all those I didn't care for, but went back later on and binged them when they were all streaming.
Ooh. Okay.
So I watched everything.
I hear good things about Dino Fury, but I could be wrong there.
Yeah, no, Dino Fury was really good. Yeah,
because Dino Fury, wasn't that the one that Green Ranger came back and he was like the Black Dino Ranger?
Oh no, you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah. When Tommy Oliver comes back as the Black Ranger.
Yeah,
Dino Thunder.
That's not Dino Thunder. See, there's too many now.
Yeah. Because they keep trying to bring the Dino thing back too. Bring the nostalgia back and stuff.
Of course.
I'm out of my element on this one. You guys can keep talking.
Well, we'll jump into our movie. We could have done Power Rangers, actually. That would have been...
We could have.
Except probably Roma's never watched.
I watched the new one that came out. That was about it. I haven't watched anything else.
Seriously?
Real quickly, the first 5 minutes of that new Power Rangers movie, I was like, wow, this is going to be epic. All in. And then I've never watched a movie that took such a massive crap of a nosedive. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell? What am I watching right now? Like, I was so many times, I'm like looking at my cousin. I'm like, yo, can we, like, I wanted to walk out. I'm like, can we go?
Like, I want to say there was anticipation building for the morph, but it was beyond anticipation. It was computer shit. Like, why haven't they morphed yet?
Yeah.
This is the point of this movie.
Dude, the Megazord danced. That should tell you all you need to know about that movie and why you shouldn't watch it.
I was super excited when they brought up the Zeo crystal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought, all right, here we go. Yeah, something's going to happen. But how are they going to go to Zeo already when they haven't even really done anything with
like the first 5 minutes? It was so dark and like Rangers are dying, and then Rita. I like the little twist. Rita, spoiler alert, Rita was the OG Green Ranger. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like where they're going with this. But then the Megazord started hip thrusting and Krispy Kreme. That's all I got to say.
And Goldar. Let's make
Goldar was
literally.
Yeah. Oh, real creative geniuses behind that decision.
Yeah. Which actually, creative geniuses we get a lot of in this movie we're about to talk about. Great segue. Who was that guy? Yeah. Shoot him.
So here's my understanding of this movie is too many people had their hands in the cookie jar, and this was the end result. You had you had Nintendo, you had the producers, you had the directors, you had everyone was the constant script rewrites while the movie was happening. They were
also. I think they were just trying to get something out because of the popularity of Nintendo. So it was of Super Mario.
Yeah.
That they just needed to get something out quickly to get on that money train, basically, at this point.
Yeah, but in the end, you had so many different directions, and you had people that wanted it to be like more darker and grittier, and then you wanted people that wanted it more family friendly, and then you wanted people that wanted like a dystopia cyberpunk. Like it just, they were trying to appeal to everyone, and in the end, the fucking movie appealed to nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, not a single person. Like me looking back at this as a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I'm watching this again. I was just telling Alex before we started recording, I was like, man, this was difficult to get through. Like there was moments I was like scrolling on my phone because I was like, I couldn't pay attention. I had to rewatch it again this morning just so that I had more info on it, right?
So for having watching it as a kid and having it rewatched it, I thought it was crap when I was a kid, and I thought I still think it's shit as an adult. I don't understand where this cult following comes from.
Okay.
If it's shit, just call it shit. There's no wrong in calling it shit.
We haven't actually officially even told anybody listening. It's Super Mario Bros. From '93.
If you haven't figured it out by now.
If you haven't figured it out by now.
I don't know. But what I do is I'll go through a few of the credits here in the start, and then we'll start talking about scene by scene. Now, Ben, feel free, because I'm going to be rambling. I know you've got
he does. He rambles on and on.
Say. Just jump in at any time you feel like it. It's totally cool.
All right.
So first off, directed by Annabelle Jankel. Not a big name.
And Rocky Morton.
And Rocky Morton.
Husband and wife duel.
So they worked on Max Headroom, which was a show I enjoyed.
And if you looked at King Koopa or Dennis Hopper,
you could see it.
You knew it was Max Headroom inspired.
Yeah,
I didn't see much else on their list that appealed to me, so that's all I wrote down about them.
Because they haven't done shit since this movie came out.
And then there were 3 writers, 2 of which, again, I found nothing of any appeal. It was Parker Bennett, Terry Runt, the third one, Ed Solomon. This guy.
It went through many writers based on my research. Like the script kept getting given to other people to revise.
Yeah.
And then eventually they went back to the OG script writers.
It's funny because just on IMDb, Terry Runt is credited for coming up with the Mario and Luigi Mario writing.
Yeah, like the fact that their last names are Mario.
Yeah. That's what they got credit for. I was like,
because that's what they had to get right in this movie, letting us know that these guys are brothers and their last names are Mario. That was
but
like
they're not brothers.
They're not?
I think they are.
In the movie, no. In the movie, they're not brothers because Daisy says that she's from she never met her parents. And then Luigi's like, oh, you too? I never met my parents either. Mario's been my mother, my dad, my brother. So they're technically in this movie not related.
No, they're brothers. Just they made Mario older and more 20 of a father figure than the brother. That was my understanding.
That was mine too. Is that they were
which is why they had to do like the love angle with Luigi. Yeah.
It sounded to me the way that sounded was that Luigi was the one that was left behind for Mario to take care of. That's how I looked at it. I was like, They're making them not brothers.
That was the other thing too. Like Princess Daisy, like they took a princess from a Game Boy game and not the main game. Like
not the main one.
Yeah.
That third writer, some of the credits I noticed. MIB, great movie. Now You See Me 1 and 2. Bill and Ted 1 and 2. Like so he was the only one that
succeeded.
They had somebody that knew what they were doing at least.
They had too many people because like I forget how many different duels combos of writers that like had their hands on it and kept changing it until they eventually went back to the original guys. Yeah. It's just from what I read, basically like all the actors signed on, they read the original script and they're like, oh, this is going to be pretty good. And by the time the movie started shooting and they got all the rewrites, they're like, what the hell is this? and then they were trying to memorize their lines and the scripts kept changing on the fly. So all the actors were just like, whatever, we'll just wing it.
Yeah. Mario and Luigi were coming drunk to shooting.
Yeah.
Because they
were doing shots before because they were so like, oh my God, what are we doing here? Actually, fun fact, John Leguizamo, who played Luigi, I don't know if you guys know this or not, he was actually approached before the movie by to do a TV sitcom about his life.
House of Buggin'? Or different show?
No, it never ended up happening because he turned it down because he's like, this movie's going to be huge and it's going to make me way too good for TV. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. That sucks.
My favorite thing of John's, besides Spawn, I did love him in Spawn, but he had a series called House of Buggin', which was I found hilarious. But I was a kid.
I don't think I've ever watched that series.
I have never heard of it till now. I'm not going to lie.
What else do you guys remember John from? Anything stand out?
He was the voice of Sid the Sloth on Ice Age. He was in that Violent Night movie, which was fantastic with Dennis Hopper.
Hopper from Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm confusing the names and Koopa here.
Who else? Bob Hoskins was in this. I remember him as Smee from Hook, which was a great movie. Yep. And obviously Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Another fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this. Did you know that one of my favorite actors, Tom Hanks, was supposed to be Mario?
I heard it. Yeah, no. Tom Hanks and Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito read the original script and was like, yeah, no. So he hated it from the get-go. And then they had actually signed like Tom Hanks. I think he was going to get like $5 million to do the role. Like everything was signed on Tom Hanks's end. And then at the last second, Nintendo pulled out because, get this, they didn't think Tom Hanks had the range to play Mario. And the irony of that is in 1993, another movie with Tom Hanks came out called Philadelphia, which he won an Oscar for.
The AIDS portrayal.
Wow.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
Too.
So the irony there is hilarious because they didn't think he had the range to play Mario, and the guy wins an Oscar.
Dennis Hopper. I'm sure he's gotten Oscars. I didn't write them down, but Speed and Waterworld for me.
Speed is the one that I remember. I don't remember him in Waterworld.
Yes, it always goes to Speed for me as well because that was just a pretty iconic movie, and he always I think anything I've ever seen him in, he just plays a bad guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Really good at playing a bad guy, and I can't even shit on him for this movie because it's like, you can only do so much with what you're given, right? And I don't know if you noticed because like they didn't even like in the game, Koopa's like a turtle dragon type hybrid creature, and here he was just like, no, he came from a T-Rex, like he's all T-Rex. And if you watch the movie, I don't know if you know this, but like his hands are in this position a lot
all the time. Yes.
Did you like he's always talking, but his hands always go back to kind of this.
Yeah. Direction.
And I don't know if that was just I don't know if that was direction or just Dennis Hopper's like, well, I guess I'm a fucking T-Rex. So.
The whole thing about the evolution and stuff is all confusing too.
Yeah.
We'll cover a couple more people here. Samantha Mathis, she played Daisy.
Yes.
The only movie I've ever seen her in is Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater.
I was going to say that's the only movie I think I've ever watched with her in it. Anything else that she's been that she's in, never watched.
I know she was in, could be wrong here, in the original, I think she was the mom in the original Punisher movie with
Dolph Lundgren?
No, Thomas Jane?
The one with John Travolta and what's his name?
Yes. I think she was the mom.
Okay. I don't know.
Like the wife, I think. I could be wrong.
I'm going to have to take a look at that right now while we're doing this.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That is my favorite Punisher, hands down.
having what was it? Diesel was in that.
Did you ever see the Dirty Laundry, like 10, 15-minute short on YouTube that they did with that act with Thomas Jane? That I think it's Thomas Jane, right? That's his name, the actor that played. Yeah, they did like a little. It's like 10, 15 minutes on YouTube. It's just called Dirty Laundry, but it's like a Punisher mini sequel after that movie, and it's insane. Like the current, like, oh man, it's so good. He's just doing his laundry, trying to mind his own business, and then he sees some stuff happening, and then of course he gets involved, and oh man, it is fantastic. Yeah,
he did great. Yeah, I never watched Warzone, which was the next Punisher movie.
Yeah, that was a completely different actor, and I don't mind. Oh man, what's his name now? The new Punisher.
Oh, John Bernthal?
Yeah, the Shane from Walking Dead is how I always remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind his portrayal of him, especially in Daredevil season 2. That was badass.
Good.
Still haven't watched season 2 yet.
Okay.
No spoilers, please.
Yeah, no. But yeah, anyways.
And by the way, just
Mathis,
you were right. She was in The Punisher.
Okay.
So that's the only thing I ever saw. Only other thing I ever saw her.
Okay. The next name I've got written down. So Fisher Stevens. He's one of Koopa's two goons, the two morons, right? Yep. He was in Short Circuit.
Okay, I did watch that as a kid. I don't remember.
He was the brown face guy.
He was the East Indian, wasn't he? Yeah, he was the East Indian guy.
Wow. Okay.
What a different time. He was brown faced that entire movie and its sequel, and I never knew the dude was white.
He was also in the movie Hackers too, as the villain in Hackers.
God, I just can't. I couldn't believe it. My whole childhood was a lie. I thought this guy was Indian.
This guy's not brown.
Did it so well.
Hey, man.
And it's not been canceled. It hasn't been pulled off of streaming. You know, like
no.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Short Circuit. That's so. That's the one with like the robot and Steve Guttenberg, right?
Yeah.
Steve Johnny
Five. Okay. All right. So I am remembering the right movie.
Yeah.
So good. Probably horrible now, but so good back then.
Yeah.
I think we should rewatch that one, Alex, next.
Fiona Shaw is the last name I wrote down. She's, I don't know, Koopa's wife or something.
Which shocked to me because he's always stealing the princess in the games. This guy's got a side piece. Like,
I remember her from
sense.
Harry Potter.
And in like the history of Mario, he's never had a wife.
That's weird.
Yeah,
he's got kids though, so it makes sense.
Yes, but like I thought he was always stealing the princess because he just wanted the princess for himself.
Well, he was.
Yeah, you're right. He's got kids. He's got Bowser Jr.
He's got kids, but
he's got Iggy.
Again,
he's got like 7 kids. Man.
Yeah,
like so.
Which is funny because I noted that later on. Yeah, growing up, he always had a bunch of kids because they were all the different bosses.
Yeah.
And then in 2012, they changed the storyline, and now Bowser Jr. is his only kid.
Unless they introduce more, because there's let me see if I can remember this. There's Ludwig.
I wrote it down here. Yeah, so I got Larry, Morton, Wendy, the only girl, Iggy, which we see in the movie, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig.
Yes.
But then in 2012, Miyamoto
The fun fact about those names, because those characters were first introduced in Super Mario Brothers 3, so I believe so. Yeah. But when that game was translated from Japan to US, it was one guy that worked at Nintendo. It was his responsibility to like give them English names, and he literally just gave them names by like looking at them and relating it to something like North American pop culture, right? So like Ludwig was because his hair was crazy, was like Ludwig.
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Oh God.
Yeah. So Iggy was Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop, and Wendy was like Wendy O. Like it was all like, and then I think there was one name where he was just like he just looked like, I think it was Larry. He was just like he just looked like a Larry or something, right? Wow. But that's how they got their names. Just one random dude that worked at Nintendo was like all right.
Yeah. And now they've abandoned them. They're just underlings, which is why we only get Bowser Jr. in the new Galaxy movie,
which was good. I saw it with my kids.
It was good.
It was good.
Some changes could have happened, but okay. Let's dive into this movie before we ramble for a full hour just about other.
We're all trying to actively kind of avoid this and talk about
we are 100%
other things that are clearly more interesting than.
All right, so we're out of time. We can't get into the movie. All right.
Yeah.
The opening scene, the animated dinosaurs, the voiceover.
Yeah, they teased us with that Mario song, didn't they? Like,
yeah.
Okay, here we go, and then it just got dark. They pulled a Power Rangers movie on us.
So strange. So it's kind of like the asteroid created a secondary dimension, sending all the dinosaurs there.
Yeah, Dino Hatton.
Yeah. So the dinosaurs went there, and it's been millions and millions of years. The dinosaurs have evolved into humans.
What I got from it, it's
it's
kind of like Planet of the Apes, but like underground. Dino Hatton.
But why did some of them evolve and some of them didn't?
Well, we see, and when we get to that point, when they get to Dino Hatton, we see some like alien type people, like mutants.
Yeah.
They're not just the Goombas and the Koopas. There's other ones because they focus on a couple walking down the street, and it's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, definitely not the Mushroom Kingdom.
So basically, our first scene is this woman who's running with this capsule thing, very futuristic capsule, and leaves it at a church, knocks on the door, and takes off.
Yeah.
In 2026, church or not, you open the door, there's a strange parcel. Yeah, you're calling the bomb squad.
Yeah.
Well, that's this day and age. This is back 1993. We're not at that stage yet in 1993.
Such a different time, right?
They're like such a different time.
I saw that scene, and it's like, yeah, whoever wrote that clearly saw a problem child, and they're like,
yes.
let's just take that.
Yeah.
Boom.
So many
Done.
movies did that trope of abandoning at the church. What I thought, she's pounding on that door and pounding and pounding. Like, what if it opened now?
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, you got to call it for what it is. Man.
It's no longer an anonymous drop. Knock once and then take off.
It's like
excessive.
I'm trying to be subtle about this, but open the door so I can get caught.
And then she runs down into a manhole. Okay, because plumbing.
Oh yeah, they hit if they hit anything from the games, it's that plumbing reference. They hit it a little too hard.
They hit it a little too hard on that one.
Yeah.
We cut back to the church, and the nuns are playing with the capsule, and obviously they weren't paid to say any lines. They clearly weren't SAG actors. They're looking at the thing, and they get an egg. Now, great. What if they hard-boiled it immediately? Like, movie's over.
Yeah. God has provided for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us feed everyone.
So strange, but conveniently, the baby hatches.
Insanely strange. Yeah,
it hatches immediately, and we get this slimy baby. And the crystal that is on the pod, they decide to keep, and then give to the baby, and have the baby.
And imagine if they just discarded it, like, okay, this is just some random space garbage that nobody. Yeah.
I wonder if the crystal popped out of the pod easily, or if they had to chisel it out. Like one of the nuns was like, "This is worth a fortune."
Yeah. Again, we don't get that backstory, and
what happened to the pod too? Where did it go? This thing wasn't small.
My thing is like, how did a baby come out of the egg? Like, why wasn't it like a dinosaur or like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it that they've evolved, but if they evolved, wouldn't it have already been a baby, not a baby in an egg?
Not an egg, yeah. So somewhere
it's not an egg.
A human who used to be a dinosaur 65 million years ago shit out this huge egg.
I don't get it. That I didn't get.
The whole I can't even explain it. It's just we gotta get an egg in here, guys. and Daisy,
I could understand like Yoshi coming out of that egg.
Yes,
which we'll get to that later. Yes. But like I can understand, why is it an actual fully grown human baby in an egg?
And why is Daisy
why does it not have scales on it?
Like why?
Like they couldn't have put her in the pod like Goku and Superman? No, it had to be an egg.
An egg. Like an egg in a pod. Like she wasn't even just transporting the egg.
Yeah,
it was an egg
way more sense.
In another egg.
It's because they want you to know this movie's got layers, guys.
Yeah, it's got layers.
So many layers.
Yeah.
It's so strange. They mention later that she's half dino. I don't get it. Because she's Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
So wouldn't she be maybe half fungus? Like her dad is currently a fungus?
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, the fungus. We haven't touched base on the fungus.
Well, yeah, we'll get to it, but I don't see why she's dinosaur. I don't understand. We jump forward. Man. We jump forward to the present day now, and we see the bros hanging out in their small apartment. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, but as a kid, I thought, yeah, this Mario and Luigi, they're cool. You know, Luigi's chilling, watching TV. It's not the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. You know, like, these are cool dudes.
Yeah, I will say that, like, even though the casting was all over the place, like, I did like the casting for Mario and Luigi. Like, I thought they were okay, like cool, yeah. I like where they're going with like in terms of presenting them, at least at first glance. Yeah, like I'm with you on that. Like it's like okay, yeah, like this works. Like I can see that's Mario. I can clearly see that's Luigi. Like I can see they're plumbers because there's plungers on the wall. So I get it.
They had to put that in there. They had to make sure that you knew that they were plumbers.
In case we didn't know who we were about to, we're watching a movie called Super Mario Bros. Yeah. We had to know. Hey, by the way, this is who they are.
Whether they're brothers or not, like we talked about moments ago, guys, get your own apartments.
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
Well, they're clearly plumbing's not playing well because they're having to share an apartment. So.
I do like they go off to a plumbing job and they get in their van. I do like the nod in the first animated movie to this.
Yes.
Because it is a quite similar van.
Yeah.
So I like that little Easter egg. But they get to the job and they're beaten by that, what was his name? Scapelli or something?
Scapelli's.
Something very Italian.
Something super Italian.
Yeah.
And then, did they get the job? Did they not get the job? Did I miss something?
That's what it seems like they didn't because the Scapellis were already there before they even got there.
They don't even
did you hear Did you hear John Leguizamo's little speech of him driving and stuff like that, where he's like, like sea turtles can navigate, like they were trying to talk about like Koopa turtles in the show,
right,
in the movie, but there were no turtles in the entire movie.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, because they went the dino route instead of the
yeah. But not all those Koopas looked the same. Some were like raptor heads. Some were. It's so weird.
Okay,
we'll get.
Let's continue.
We cut to the dig site where there's now a dig site in Brooklyn. All of a sudden, okay, I'm sure that could happen.
It's happened here in Alberta.
Yes,
it's happened here in Edmonton, actually.
Not like downtown.
Yes, downtown. They were actually breaking ground, and that's where they found the Albertosaurus.
I don't remember that.
Downtown Edmonton.
Downtown. Like
downtown Edmonton, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that the first dinosaur ever found?
And that's during one of the, they were rebuilding something close to where Rogers Place is right now, and they found bones, and they found Albertosaurus bones there, so they had to stop the build for like 3 months.
Granted, I don't watch the news; it's depressing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the very first dinosaur ever found was in like the late 1800s and was in Alberta.
Yeah.
Yep.
And was the Albertosaurus. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I know that because my oldest told me, because my oldest is really into dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So
if you've never come to Alberta, go to Drumheller. Huge dinosaur stuff.
I haven't been there before, but yeah, it's
our thing.
It's one of many places I need to go. That's on my list.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So there's the dig site. We see the young girl who we will find out is not Peach. She's Daisy, and we see a couple, more Italians. And whatever his name is, Spicoli or whatever.
Scapelli.
And that's the other thing. They're going with the whole mushroom fungus angle. Should she not be Princess Toadstool?
Or Toadstool, yeah.
Yeah.
I know somewhere along the line they just dropped a Toadstool and
killed her off.
But I mean, it was King Koopa before it was Bowser. It was Princess Toadstool before it was Peach. Like, I don't know.
It's funny because I still call him King Koopa and my kids hate it.
Yeah,
I'm like, who's this Bowser guy?
Yeah. It's King Koopa. Yeah, to me, it's Koopa.
Always been King Koopa.
So yeah, something happens. She walks off. She's got to go make a phone call and blocks to get to a phone booth. I get it. There's no cell phones, but like, wow, okay.
There's no cell phones, but even in that day and age, there's no cell phones. There was a payphone on like every block.
There should have been, or at least a mobile phone, like one of those they plug up in the trailer on the job site, a satellite phone, something. It's very strange. But she had to run into Mario and Luigi somehow, right?
Yeah.
We see Spike. We don't know it's Spike and Iggy yet, but we see them following her, and we find out right away because they're morons. They walk right into that glass pane that's coming across the sidewalk.
Yes.
Like, oh, the movie's going there. Okay. This is that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, God. It's just
so bad.
I get it. It's a comedy and it's a video game. But they just really had to make these two guys that stupid.
It's the 90s. They follow the classic 90s trope, right?
I'm going to say that they're playing Bowser's, King Koopa's henchmen, right? So usually the henchmen are dumb, stupid. They get things wrong all the time. So I get where they went with it. but again, it doesn't make sense for the movie. But yeah,
Luigi's
None of the movie makes sense.
none of it does. Yeah. Luigi's smitten by her immediately, giving her his phone, and it's just like, okay, we got it. He's horny. I don't know how old he's supposed to be, but okay, he's into her. They have a cute little interaction there before getting into the van. Okay, I'll give.
They did have chemistry because they started dating after that.
Oh, did
in
they?
Real life, like the actors, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonder how long that went.
I don't know why I know that, but here we are.
So instead of watching the movie, he was deep diving in every actor's lifestyle after the movie.
Because
during the movie.
Sometimes the story behind the movie is more fascinating than the movie itself. If that makes sense.
They go on a double date, obviously. We meet Mario's girlfriend there, and Mario's girlfriend is talking about a tanning salon. And again, dating the movie. When was the last time you've seen a tanning salon around? They're
still around.
Now. Are they still around?
They're still around. There's Fabutans everywhere.
What?
Yeah, everywhere.
Where do you go in Edmonton that I don't go? Because I don't see them.
It's literally one right on 137 Ave and 127th Street.
There's definitely fewer of them, but they definitely still exist, even in my neck of the woods.
I mentioned it to my kids once, and they were like, "What? Gross! That's so bad for your skin."
Oh my god!
Smart kids. Imagine paying for something you can do for free outside in the summer.
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah. We get some backstory from Daisy, finding out how she's abandoned. Luigi mentions also he's been abandoned. They go out for a walk, and I don't know if you guys did it. You guys are hat guys too. I'm not wearing one today, but I'm a hat guy. I always have been. Did you guys ever used to clip your hat onto a belt loop?
Yes.
When not in use? You never did that?
Yes.
Oh,
I did.
Luigi does it as they're walking down the city street, and I'm like, oh my god, I totally did that.
I have not once in my life ever done that.
On a windy day, I would take it off and put it on my belt.
Yeah. They had to be the clip style though, that you can secure there.
Like this.
Just let it dangle there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is full back because I have a massive head, so like if I wore the clip ones, it was always like just the last one little clip or two, and it was always like massive head.
Yeah.
My poor mom. I should have came out of an egg. Actually, no, because we don't know where that egg even came. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Scratch the egg.
Your poor mom.
I know. I'm trying. My head was horrible, but an egg. Oh,
yeah. Can you imagine if it was an egg?
No, because I wasn't expecting that in this movie either. But Lairs, gentlemen, Lairs.
Daisy, now on their date, takes Luigi to the dig site because something like that is open to the public.
Apparently. She's asking for more security, but then brings somebody to the site. But that's awesome.
No gloves, no special footwear. Just, hey, come on, right up in here, take a look at this.
Yeah.
And then we see, again, Roma, Italian name was?
Scapelli.
Thank you. Roma's Italian, if you didn't guess. We see the two plumbers coming running out of the one tunnel, fully branded, doing their shenanigans.
Yeah. Fully branded, like nothing says I'm crooked more than the fully branding, but that's awesome.
So the big boss says go in there, bust up some pipes, but make sure you guys are dressed in your uniforms.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to have advertisement. You got to make sure that they call you if something breaks.
Makes sense.
It's crucial, health and safety.
But so the plan is to what? To flood the dig site?
I'm assuming so, because that's what it looked like. Is that they just opened up all the water valves to flood the dig site so they can't dig anymore.
Wouldn't TNT have worked equally well?
Yeah, but again, like we said, the script has probably changed 5 or 6 times. So they tried it with TNT. They didn't like it. They tried it with the water. They tried it with bananas. They probably tried it with a bunch of everything and settled with water.
At one point, they just said, let's throw a bunch of eggs down there and see what happens.
See what happens.
We can't throw eggs. The children. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. And to be clear, we're still talking about a Super Mario Brothers movie here.
Right.
This is what we're talking about.
Which we can't really tell that it is yet, but they go to get Mario because they need Mario to fix the plumbing, obviously.
Of course.
And the shot of Mario fixing the plumbing, like, I don't think the wrench was on anything. I think he was hiding the fact that it wasn't connected to anything with his hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez, it's just so bad.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But he fixes it, obviously.
Of course.
Daisy ends up getting taken and pulled through a wall, a stone wall. I was very confused by this as well. So, is that an open portal at all times?
See, I got it, but I'm like, okay, she's warping through a wall here where you know that in order to warp in a Mario game, there should just be, I was expecting the giant green pipe, but at this point, I don't know why I was expecting.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
They haven't given us any even morsel of breadcrumb for anything else, right? So,
if that portal exists and is open all the time because they didn't use any special key or anything to get through it at that time.
No, it's just
Koopa
there.
not just walk his ass through it and come to New York?
He can't. Didn't he need the
they
thing
didn't explain
around
why he couldn't go through, but there was a reason why he couldn't go through the portal.
Didn't he need the amulet thing around Daisy's neck to
merge the universe,
to merge
yes,
the cities
but
together.
not to go through. Yeah, you're right.
Not to go through.
But then, we're jumping way ahead. When the crystal gets put in, the worlds don't really merge like he's been mentioning. His people just get teleported there automatically.
Yeah.
Like Thanos style.
Yeah, they got blipped to Manhattan from Dino Hatton.
So not a merger at all, because we don't see any of his structures showing up, do we?
One of the Koopa buildings shows up.
Does? Okay.
It looks like two of the towers, and I'm not sure if those are the Twin Towers, so correct me if I'm wrong, but two of the towers got changed.
Yes.
From
the Twin Towers, which
the regular ones to the Koopa ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows that shot of them destroyed, which was very awkward and wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this gets awkward. A Blu-ray release, they're cutting that out.
100%. I don't think they're going to be re-releasing this movie anytime soon.
They did re-release it in the UK, so now I'm really curious to see if they did cut that. a few years ago, there was a UK Blu-ray release, I believe.
Okay, because it doesn't show anybody coming out of that warp other than the Two Stooges. Everybody else is in Koopa Land, whatever you want to call it, Dino, whatever it was called. But there's only the two henchmen are the only two that are in Manhattan. Nobody really else is in Manhattan from
right.
If it's so easy for them to be there, like why isn't Koopa there? Yeah, again, they don't really explain it.
Yeah, but in that scene where Daisy's coming through the brick wall, honestly, if I was Luigi, I'd be like, all right, peace out.
Yeah. Come out. See you later.
Yeah, this is too much drama. I just met this girl.
This is straight up.
That's the other thing about this.
Yeah,
is like this movie is showing Mario and Luigi at this time in 1993. Was Luigi a scaredy cat like he is in Luigi's Mansion?
No, they made Luigi like the cooler, youthful brother.
Yeah, but in the games,
what happened?
He was
years later when he turned into the Luigi's Mansion, where he's a chicken shit and he's scared of everything. Why did it flip?
It's because he found out this girl he fell in love with came out of a freaking egg, and then she got sucked through a wall. He's got too much PTSD happening, man. I mean, it's obvious, right?
I didn't check. Maybe you.
That would mess with the most that would mess with any guy.
So, what game would have come out prior to this movie?
It was Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. So the Super Nintendo was the only one that it came out. But what happened to Luigi? Because he was we're talking right now. Even in the cartoon show and the TV show, he wasn't a scaredy cat. He wasn't scared. He was
No. It wasn't until much later that with Mansion, I think, where they made Luigi a scaredy cat.
That's what I mean. So what happened from 1989? All the way up until I want to say late 90s, early 2000s. Where did he become a scaredy cat?
He saw this movie, and that was it.
I think they just needed a second persona. They were too similar. It was just short guy, tall guy, green, red, or whatever. I think they just needed a change. Yeah. Which is not a bad change. Mansion was fun.
Yes, it was.
Okay, where were we? Jesus.
I don't know.
Watching the movie,
she went through a wall.
Right.
Not a war pipe.
I was slipping in and out of a coma during the watch, so I forgot where I was. They go in through the wall and they go through that weird. Oh, we lost Ben. He's got so sick of the movie that he decided he's out, or he fell through a wall potentially.
He fell through a wall.
Maybe
oh my goodness!
Fell through a wall. Oh my god. Let's give him a couple seconds to see.
For everybody here, we are having technical difficulties. It's okay.
Right now,
At least this time it's not Alex
much like
or
in
myself
this
from the
movie.
last.
This is where I'm picturing Ben right now, falling through that interdimensional rift in between the wall and Dino Manhattan.
That was the worst special effects I've ever seen in my entire life. And we've watched a lot of movies with special effects in them, like the zombie movies and like, Star Wars movies, the older Star Wars and stuff like that. And that by far for early 90s was one of the worst special effects ever.
So weird. Something's peeking here.
And he's back.
Not yet.
Slowly.
Not yet.
It's still black screen.
There we go.
No.
Did we all lose connection?
Yes.
There you are.
You're back?
Did you lose connection too, Roma?
No, we were all still connected.
I never lost. My Wi-Fi never dropped. All of a sudden, that was weird.
We thought you fell through that wall, and we're going through.
So we were talking about how you fell through the CGI wall. Like the worst CGI ever.
I'm back. I found the warp whistle, so I'm good.
Well,
jeez,
we kind of just hung tight waiting, but okay.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, please. He's like, my whole plan of phasing out for a couple minutes didn't work.
No, it's all good. I just I don't know what happened there, but I'm back. So.
We see Dino Hatton, and it's weird, and it's very cyberpunk. What is going on? Did you guys see the hot dog vendor?
Yes.
Where it had like 3 little tiny dinosaurs on the bun? The only thing I could think of is that's not enough meat on that hot dog.
No, but also like they're eating their own kind apparently.
Well, yeah, they were carnivores, right? They ate dinosaurs.
Again, but like, are those little Yoshis? What are those? Anyways, Dino Hatton, here we are. It's a crappier version of Manhattan.
And then for some reason they had to add this old lady mugger.
That one. But also, did you notice like every building was named after one of the weapons? So like Koopa, Thwomp, Bullet Bill. I'm like, why couldn't you guys just add those into the actual movie? Like actual items like that.
No, we got weird looking Goombas and we did get a bomb.
Yes, which I was going to mention later is like really the only thing that is somewhat accurate besides its size.
Well, they also had the Bullet Bill as well in Mario. Like Luigi gave Mario the Bullet Bill, which was a tiny little.
That was a bonsai bill. Bonsai bullet.
Yeah.
Bonsai bullet. Sorry.
I'm just waiting to the part where we get to Big Bertha.
Okay, so right.
You know the giant fish from Mario 3.
Yeah.
So
Wait till you hear what they did with her,
right? So,
or it, or whatever.
That happens right away because we get the scene with the grandma who robs them, which we didn't need, and then Bertha beats up the grandma. Of course. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Well, I don't understand why they had to do this with Big Bertha.
They turned a giant fish and just gave us a big woman, and Mario did the equivalent of a Jello shot off her
later
chest.
at the
in a kids movie.
Again,
which
this is where we
even as a kid, I'm like, Mario, what are you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, we also get to meet Toad in the same scene here.
Yeah, he can play guitar.
What did they do to Toad too? Like, God, is it so hard to just give me a mushroom guy?
Well, apparently they couldn't because they were using the fungus in something else, right?
Why were the police that arrested them so angry that they were plumbers?
Apparently plumbers are bad in Dino Hatton.
I don't get it. Like, they grabbed Toad for busking, and then they looked at the belts, and they're like, plumbers! And they threw them in the car. What?
No explanation.
It's not like they've been foiling Koopa's attempts for years.
Yeah, and they were like on some Dino Hatton Most Wanted.
Yeah. This is
the
first time they're going to interact with Koopas coming up. Like, I don't get it. And here's the scene at the police station where we find out their names. Funny or stupid?
Stupid.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're called the Mario Brothers, like say you and I were the Mario Brothers. I'm Ben, you're Alex. We just go by the Alex Brothers because this is your podcast.
It does make sense.
It makes sense, yeah, but
it's never been explained.
As much as, and I never thought I'd be saying anything about this movie that makes sense, but that one part, because we just talked about a freaking egg I can't get past this egg, guys. But but it does make sense. Like, as stupid as it is, it makes sense. Okay, they're all right.
If this movie gave us one thing to take away, it's this. It is the name thing.
Yeah.
Because
now that you come about, it's stupid, but it's like it's one of those things that it does explain why it's called the Mario Brothers, because again, Mario, Luigi Mario.
And did you ever, so before this movie, did you ever question the Mario Brothers?
Well, no, because we just assumed it was called the Mario Brothers because Mario was the popular brother, and Luigi was just there for your sibling to use as a character when you were playing the game. Yeah. He was literally just a player too, right? I mean, we never questioned it. We just, it's the Mario Brothers because it's all about Mario.
Yeah. Never once did I ever question that.
But now I'm questioning what type of parent names their kid Mario. So right back to confusion with this movie. Okay. I don't know, guys.
I know. Okay, Koopa now meets the plumbers for the first time, pretending to be a lawyer, looking for the crystal. Now, why does he think they have the crystal?
Because they got into Dino Hatton, and I think the only way to get in is with the crystal. That's the only thing I can think of at this point.
But again, they don't explain.
They don't explain that.
But again, they don't explain it.
He does.
They literally just went through a wall without two password authentication.
Yeah. But if you realize when she was coming through that wall, which wasn't a warp hole, it was a wall, and Luigi had pulled the stone off of her neck, she instantly went back into the wall.
But how did Iggy and Spike get to Manhattan? They didn't have the crystal.
This is what I don't understand either. Like, they're the only
it doesn't make sense
that were able to get into Manhattan. So nothing really makes sense in this entirety of how everything is happening.
I assume that
I'm just making assumptions at this time, right? Because if you see based on the movie at the end, it's like this, they're trying to leave now Dino Hatton, and the wall is solid. So what does she do? She grabs the rock, and the sunlight reactivates the freaking wall.
Yeah, but
that's the only. I'm making assumptions based on watching the movie at this point.
Yeah.
So maybe Iggy and Spike had an egg of their own.
maybe they're co-parents.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, now we get to see the de-evolutionizer, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
because they throw Toad into it and de-evolve him into a Goomba, or into something that's supposed to be a Goomba.
Yes.
How do you go from what we all know, we would squish Goombas all the time. It was a giant head, little feet, tiny body, into this huge body with a tiny head.
Because you basically, you know how this happens? You have Nintendo just signing off on it, being like, okay, yeah, you guys can make the movie. It's Mario. It's going to be a success. This is our most popular IP, and that was it, right?
Yeah, we trust you.
You had a whole bunch of people, and they had a whole bunch of people with different visions that knew nothing about the games, that maybe played it for a day and like, oh, I get it. Okay, cool. So they didn't have anyone that with actual knowledge of the game. They probably just had like a list of point forms. So like, okay, and they went like that's the only logical, because you watch this movie and it has nothing to do, like they could have this movie as itself without it being a Mario movie. Okay, might have been okay if it had nothing to do with Mario. It would
change
have been
all the
cheesy.
names.
Yeah, it would have been. Change all the like really think about it. If it had nothing to do with Mario and it changed all the names, and this movie has nothing to do with the Mario franchise, nothing. All right, it's your classic. It's just your classic '90s movie about whatever, right? Sci-fi, comedy, whatever.
Yeah.
But oh man, that's not what we got, guys.
That's not what we get. As they're running away, we see the fungus drop a bomb, which we chatted about already. Now, I was wrong my whole life until probably 10 years ago. What do you guys call the bomb? What is the name of the bomb?
A bob bomb, isn't it?
A bob bomb.
No. But like, are you saying B-A-B-O-M-B?
Yes.
Yeah.
Incorrect. That's also what I called it. Maybe this is a Mandela thing. It is a Bob, B-O-B-O-M-B. Bob-omb.
What?
It's
No.
It's all over the internet.
Get it up, right?
It's all over the internet. I found screenshots from like the old user manuals from games.
Yeah.
And that's how it was spelled. Bob-omb.
It's a bob bomb.
It's a bob-omb. No, it's a bob-omb. Like, when you say it fast enough, they both sound the same. I was always saying bob-bomb, like you guys are. Wrong.
Yeah, that's what it was when we were growing up.
Its name is Bob-omb, which I'll say is way worse than what we've been calling it, a bomb.
This is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah,
man.
I
look it
always
up.
thought
It's
it was
so weird.
bomb.
So weird. I don't know who came up with the name. Somebody at Nintendo.
This is like a Bears thing happening.
Yeah,
right now.
Exactly. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't like it.
But I don't like it. No.
What the hell?
You just ruined my childhood, Alex.
Why? Did you, I'm gonna think about that for weeks now.
You're gonna ask all your friends. Bring it up to Fingerstyle. See what he calls it too.
I'm gonna text him as soon as this is done.
We get one of the longest police chases that we didn't need ever.
Yep.
With these cars,
There's a lot of things in this movie that we didn't need, but let's continue.
So the cars.
It's a good analogy. It's them running from the. It's showing how far they're running away from the
movie
plot here.
Yeah, but then they get flipped on top and they're brought back in.
Man.
The cars are bumper car style. They've got the electric thing. But they don't only run on that because they got out of those alleys and disconnected from the grid.
Yeah, because at first I thought, okay, all the cars are electric. Makes sense. They're not fossiling. They're not digging for fossil fuels in Dino Hatton.
Good point.
Right? But I guess not. I guess they're selective in who they kill for fossil fuels in Dino Hatton.
It's very strange that maybe they take a charge and then they can go off of the grid for a while. I don't know.
Or maybe there's some Matrix thing happening where they just hoard a bunch of eggs and siphon the energy from the eggs. I'm always going to go back to that stupid egg because it's so stupid.
What's also stupid is they mention that the bros, because they go through that thing, they fall out the cliff, they're on their way to the desert. So what? It's mentioned twice. I thought we were going to get a desert world, something like that. Nothing. It never speaks of it after those 2 times when the bros say it and Koopa says, not the desert. And then that's it. It's just gone. Done.
Yeah. They don't explain things very well in this movie, which makes it equally confusing as you're watching it.
And then they also now, instead of devolving, they evolve Spike and Iggy, making them smarter.
Yeah,
it's
almost like it's almost like they took 7 different scripts and just took different pages from each, and this is what we got, which is exactly what pretty much happened. So,
it's like they had all the scripts, they had them all, and
they just took
but somebody threw them up in the air.
And like, oh, geez,
no,
yeah, you know what? That's the best. That's the best description of that, because like I don't even understand. Like, yeah, you go from one scene to the next and it's like, what is happening right now? Like, what, they didn't explain that. Like, what? Yeah, it's all over the place, man.
The next scene that we get, the princess gets all cleaned up by Koopa's wife or mistress or whatever the hell she is. Couldn't they have at least put her in a color accurate dress? Not that weird thing they put her in. Like, she's Princess Daisy. Put her in the appropriate dress. Sure, you don't have to do the big fucking shoulder balls and stuff, but
let me ask you.
It was like a purple. I don't know.
Let me ask you this: have they been accurate on anything in this movie so far?
Well, the bomb.
So we should.
The bomb looks good.
Well, that's the only thing. That was the only thing that they got accurate. What else did they get accurate?
Well,
so you're complaining about a dress when they literally 98% of the whole movie is inaccurate to the game.
But the dress is the easiest thing.
They made Bertha into a woman in spiky red dress.
Mario did a titty shot off her. Come on, man.
Exactly.
This is what we're working with.
And speaking of Bertha, had they at least made that dress into scales, like fish scales?
Yes.
It would have given me something. But spikes. I don't remember spikes
Just
being
spikes
on the fish.
Yes, there's spikes on the fish. On the back.
The whole Bertha scene, rewatching that recently, I was half expecting Bertle to pop up in the background and like go like this to Mario, and them two go off to an alley somewhere.
More eggs.
Bertle's got the mouth, right? Anyways, that was the Robot Chicken episode coming back.
Ding. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
So when I was rewatching it and that Bertha scene came up, I'm like, it would be hilarious if Bertle just popped up like.
I was so excited when they showed her in Galaxy and Mouser at the casino.
Yes.
I was super excited. My kids didn't know any of those characters at the casino.
And Wart, yeah.
It was pretty cool. But anyways.
But I thought Mario 2 was a dream. Why are these characters showing up?
For nostalgia.
We also, so Iggy and Spike, they're super smart now. They're in that dune buggy and don't know how to drive.
But yet they're super smart.
They're super smart. They get captured immediately. I think you'd have to like maybe do a recalibration on that machine, Koopa.
Yeah, just a little
right.
one.
And they mentioned that Koopa's their cousin. Like, why change that? Spike's not one of his kids. Spike is just another goon throughout the game. But Iggy is one of the kids. Why say cousin all of a sudden now? Unnecessary.
Because he was so ashamed of him and this movie as a whole. He just said, I don't want any association with this guy who doesn't know how to drive a dune buggy. But let's put a note in that next time we recalibrate the machine, how to drive a dune buggy instructions must be implemented.
God, now here's where things get, I guess, good. They go to the club to find Big Bertha, and they're wearing those suits, yellow and a red suit. Again, why yellow? Like, can we maybe stick to colors we need? We know
because the green and the red.
They're just teasing us. They're just messing with us at this point.
Yeah, completely. Like
it's like we got him. Let's just because Mario turns yellow for like a split second when he gets the star, and that's probably the screenshot they saw. Oh, I guess that's what he's supposed to look like.
This club scene, all the extras, all the women are all strippers.
Yeah,
they hired.
If you weren't going to bring it up, I was. So I'm glad you did. Yeah, the producers hired strippers, and then there apparently there were some like extra scenes with them being like extra strippery, I guess you could say. And then Nintendo was like, no.
Nothing.
Then that's the point. Nintendo was like, we can't have this. They didn't care about anything else prior to
but
this. But
strippers were drawing the line. Yeah,
was drawing
and then
the line.
The compromise was okay. Can Mario at least do a titty shot off Bertha? And they're like, oh. That will be okay. Sure.
Did you guys notice that Mario was wearing gloves? Luigi was not.
Yes.
Do you know why?
Because he knew he had to do that scene with Big Bertha.
Apparently, in a previous day recording, John Leguizamo accidentally slammed a car door on his hand.
Yes. Okay, I know this story.
It was wrapped.
They know how they were doing shots in between each take because at this point they were just like, "Yo, fuck this movie. We don't even know what our lines are. It keeps changing." But the scene where they were driving the plumber wheel.
Yeah,
there's a scene where they're driving, and Leguizamo was driving, and they had done a bunch of shots, and Bob Hoskins, he was okay. Leguizamo was like hammered, and then he was driving, and then in one of the scenes he slams on the brakes, and Bob had his arm out, and the sliding door went right on his hand and like broke his hand. So he had to wear, like, for most of the movie, he had to wear like a cast, and then they had to paint the cast the same skin tone to try and hide it. Just a disaster.
Yeah. You notice it every now and then. You'll notice him hiding his hand in different shots. At this point, he was still wrapped and injured, so they were able to put gloves on him. It was interesting.
Yeah, dude had a broken hand for like 3/4 of the movie. No wonder. I can't imagine why he hated that experience so much.
And then, so the song playing at the club. Do you guys remember that song? The Dinosaur?
Everybody walked the dinosaur.
Yeah, it was a great song back in the day. Of course, they throw that in here. Like, we don't have enough dinosaur shit yet. Let's throw a dinosaur-related song.
No. So how did that song make it from Manhattan through the warp wall to Dino Hatton?
How did the cars? So we're to assume they have a manufacturing plant making these cars.
Yeah, how did they get that? How did they get that song?
It's because that portal is open all the time.
Yeah.
And there's only a select amount of people that are allowed to go through.
Somebody probably had a bunch of crap, and they're like, I don't know what to do with this. And they're like, oh, wait, stuff just disappears if I throw it at this wall.
Right, yeah.
Probably threw their whole vinyl collection down there. Someone found it like, yo, this is a pretty good song.
Is that a Simpsons episode?
Dinosaurs.
I think so.
Could
where
very
they
well
find
be.
like an interdimensional porter and Homer's throwing a bunch of trash in it.
Probably. I don't remember anything after season 12,
that's fair.
13 of The Simpsons. You know, OG good Simpsons, but that's a whole other topic for another time.
The next part out of the game is we get to see the Stompers, which isn't a giant green sock.
No.
So, all right. They had to do something different with it because, them crawling into a big stocking would have been kind of weird.
I just have, before we continue, I just have a question. Do you think that in 1993 they didn't have the technology or the I'm not going to say technology, the special effects to pull off any of these things in the movie that were in the video game.
I'm going to counter that with the fact that Jurassic Park came out 2 weeks later after this movie came out.
Okay.
So they definitely had the technology.
Okay.
We see it with the morphing of the faces and stuff. They can do stuff.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
But I think they just wanted to take it different approach.
This movie had a $48 million budget, if anyone wanted to know, too.
Like
So.
crazy.
And it flopped. Shockingly, it only made 21.
Yeah. So they used all that money to make these props. A prop maker who probably had never played the game.
Yeah.
Did the movie remind you of Blade Runner? Because the guy that did all the sets and stuff was the guy that did Blade Runner.
Very dystopian.
So that makes a little more sense too.
We see Koopa's super upset that the plumbers got away again. They've got the crystal. What is his? He wants to merge the worlds, but what's the motivation behind it? Is his world dying? Because they don't mention it.
He just wants to take over. That's it.
I'm just assuming he wants to rule everything.
So if the merger doesn't happen, he's still the ruler of this world.
Yes.
And he can carry on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't feel the drive.
And what's the end goal here? Like, oh, I need to take over just Manhattan?
Right.
Like, does he not know on our side of this there's like a whole other world, and they'll just nuke this guy if they have to?
There's only the one portal, so maybe he only knows of Manhattan, right?
Yeah, it's like Rita Repulsa. If we go back to Power Rangers, she only
It's
Angel Grove is the only place that exists in the whole world.
Damn those Power Rangers. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe I'll attack Canada. You know what? Angel Grove it is. No sense.
The whole merger thing, because if your world goes that way, their world comes this way too. It's still not making sense.
Like, but even if theoretically it worked, like, wouldn't both realities just implode on itself, and then everyone dies, and no one's taking over shit?
Now that we know more about this stuff, yes, you're right. Everything implodes, and there's nothing left.
Yeah. So his whole motive is so like ass backwards. It's not even funny. It's just concerning. Like this is the guy that rules Dino Hatton. He doesn't understand basic, I guess,
the science behind it. He is a dinosaur. He doesn't understand science. So the brothers finally the brothers finally get semi-accurate outfits now.
Yeah.
They're in coveralls instead of the overalls or whatever. The colors are somewhat accurate.
So I remember my reaction as a kid. It's like, finally, and it's still not right.
Exactly. It's so close. So
why do we got blue what's with the blue nipple pockets? Like, what's going on here?
It's for their pocket protectors.
I guess they thought wearing a white undershirt was we can't
do that.
White, we got to go dark here, boys.
Yeah. It'll ruin the whole atmosphere. The white will get dirty so quickly that we're washing it again.
Yeah, no, we can't have that. We gotta not make it accurate whatsoever, because that's been the MO for this whole movie.
Are we at the halfway mark yet, Alex?
We're past half. Yeah, we're in the elevator with
Roma's just like, can we just like I can't anymore.
The thing is, man, is that the last one that we
Roma's just like, this is torture, please. I don't want to relive this anymore.
Let's speed it up then, all right? But so that elevator scene where the Koopa Troopers are in there, the Goombas are in there, Mario and Luigi are in there. What made Luigi think that doing this to them will cause them all to do it?
I have no idea. There was no video game that had that.
No.
There was no video game that had that, especially up until 1993. There was nothing like that. The recent game where you can throw Mario's hat and take over Goombas and other enemies, that's the only thing that relates to maybe something like this. But that wasn't even out yet. So like
he was so confident though. He's like, watch this. And then maybe there was a cut scene where he saw one mimicking another and then another mimicking, which would explain he knows that they'll all start copying.
I'm gonna go with that. There was a deleted scene, and that makes it make sense, because this makes no sense. This whole movie makes no freaking sense.
Or Nintendo had a plan to come out with a game where dancing Goombas were a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that Mario's Hotel on the CDI?
That's where the strippers came from.
Yeah, the hotel game that they signed off on, and then they were like, "Oh crap, we have to bury this. This is non-canon because this is so bad."
Thank God that when they Koopa'd Toad, they gave him that harmonica. Because now we know who Toad is for the rest of the freaking movie.
Exactly.
I would have had no idea.
Why is this one Goomba helping all the time? Okay, let's give him a harmonica. We need to fix this.
It was either that or one of those little stickies that says "Hello, my name is Toad."
My name is.
They could have just, you know what? Maybe he had that stupid little hair swirl again or something, but to actually physically give him a prop. Nobody else has props. Everybody looks the same jacket.
Exactly the same.
It's just, it was weird. But he goes to deliver food and he brings some meat and she says she's a vegetarian. She won't eat anything with a face.
Yeah.
But technically, if she is Toadstool and her dad is currently Fungus, does that mean she also can't eat anything vegetarian?
Now you're taking it a little bit too far.
She could be celiac for all we know. She can't eat gluten either.
This poor girl's gonna die.
At this point, she's celiac. She's, hey, let's make her a type 1 diabetic while we're at it. Like,
but also, wouldn't she have given the steak to Yoshi at that time?
Yeah, feed the dino so he doesn't attack you.
The dino that looks like a cross between a T-Rex and a raptor because they couldn't make up their minds.
We need him to be this big.
But he's green in the game. No, he's got to look accurate because
he's got to look accurate in the movie.
This movie's all about accuracy, people.
Yeah. Okay. Did you notice the amount of guns throughout this movie too? When the games have guns.
Yeah, I noticed they took a Super Nintendo Super Scope and just modified it because that's how cheap the prop. Like, where did this $48 million actually go, people? This is what I wanted. I think that's a deep dive.
I never owned a Super Nintendo, but I wanted a Super Scope so badly. It looked so cool. My parents couldn't afford it.
You know, it'd be $1 million idea for Nintendo. Re-release the Super Scope as a Super Soaker.
Cool.
Or let's go Nerf gun. Nerf's more popular than Super Soakers are now. So let's go Nerf gun.
The flamethrowers, I totally understand. I don't object to those because it's similar to the flower power. It just shoots out that fireball. So fine, okay, I'll take it.
Not gonna lie, as a kid, I was half expecting Mario to just take a bite out of the flower and be like, "Oh," like, "Hi," and like pull a Hayukin or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mario mentions that he was supposed to take his girlfriend to WrestleMania. Did you guys look up any info on this?
No, I did not.
I did. 93, April of 93, it was WrestleMania 9. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It was in Vegas. So he was going to go from New York to Vegas, apparently on this date. With the plumbing business being so bad, I don't know how he could afford it.
They have to share an apartment, but let's fly across the country to WrestleMania.
The main event was Yokozuna versus Bret Hart.
Ooh, that's when Hogan
and
actually won the title.
Yokozuna and Hulk fought after. It also had the first outdoor Mania ever. Jim Ross debuted at that one. Found that very interesting. I went down that little bit of a rabbit hole. But anything was distracting me from watching this movie.
Did he say WrestleMania? Pause.
It was a little break.
Yeah.
Be right back, sorry.
Mario now saves all the kidnapped girls again. Bunch of girls, so there's an open portal. These guys are going through without that crystal. It's clear. There's an open portal.
Yeah.
And then they do escape through a pipe on a mattress. The cleanest interior pipe I've ever seen in my life. Pipe has never seen any circulation go through this.
Yeah. Like you would think all the shit we were just fed throughout this whole movie.
Yeah, nothing's going through.
It didn't go down. It didn't go through this pipe.
It could have.
It may have ended up in that. It may have ended up in that mud bath that Koopa was in with his wife, and I'm pretty sure there were worms in there too. Yeah, that's where all the excrement from this movie. But they're like, we can't touch this pipe. It needs to be pristine, people.
They didn't use a pipe for the portal. This pipe could have been used as a portal. 100% could have teleported to Manhattan or something.
And even that, it wasn't even green. It was white.
But,
clean as shit.
Clean as shit
white
in there.
pipe.
Yeah.
You could eat off of that thing.
The worst part is right after they come out of the pipe. The worst part for me in this movie, because they come out of the pipe and they don't, gravity doesn't affect them. They come out of the pipe and like slowly uphill, gradually decrease, like it's Aladdin's flying carpet.
Yeah, you gotta take in that time displacement from Dino Hatton and Manhattan, right?
This is trash. But at that point, that's where I'm saying it.
That's where you said it was trash?
Yeah, not the egg.
At that point. Not the egg.
Okay, they run into Koopa and they use the stompers.
Oh.
You know, this is where they throw the bonsai bill because we see the smile on the bullet in there and shoot it at him. And now, opposite to that worst moment where they're on the mattress, this is my favorite movie with the bomb coming walking down the platform. Loved it. The fact that he even goes around and comes underneath and stops at Koopa underneath him. I really enjoyed that. Just
I could have at that point. I was like, screw this movie.
That was the only accurate part of the entire movie was the bub. I'm still gonna call it bub-bomb. That was the only accurate part of the entire movie was that bub-bomb.
Yeah.
That was
had he been a little bit bigger.
It was accurate till Alex just threw that Mandela shit in his face.
Exactly.
So now we can't even say that was accurate anymore, Roma. He ruined it for us.
The other thing is, why was Koopa's wife trying to leave with the crystal? Because she was like,
I think she wanted to be the one that takes over.
Because she was his wife. Isn't that the whole thing of wives trying to take half your shit?
Because even though it's her doing it, he's still succeeding. Like, it's still merging. So why did he need it?
Yeah.
Why does he need to put it in? Just have anybody put that goddamn crystal in.
I think as you see when she puts the crystal into the actual meteor, I think he's the only one that has the power to put it in there.
Okay.
Because anybody else who puts it in there dies.
Sure.
So, like, as you see,
But the merger still works.
Died by putting it in.
But it's still merged. It still works. So he could have had one of Dummies or a Goomba or whatever put it in.
Oh, I guess that's true.
That's whatever. Anyways,
I guess.
Who cares? It's foiled by Luigi pulling it out. Okay.
So
You just talked about putting it in and putting it out, and I don't even know if we're talking about the Mario movie anymore.
But it took all this force for her to get it into the meteor itself. Okay, yeah. And he uses a drill and a little tool to pull it out.
Which
that
in an earlier scene, he lost all his tools. His belt was empty. He said.
And where did it come from?
Now he's got a drill. He's got that A-frame contraption to twist it out.
He's not a plumber anymore. He got into carpentry at the end of the movie. He's like, yo, fuck this shit. I am now
again
certified.
Potentially in a previous script, they weren't plumbers at all.
Yeah. they turned him Portuguese at the end. He's like, I'm a construction worker now. There you go.
He pulls the crystal and then he lays some concrete down on it.
Yeah.
Nice finish.
That was the beginning of him going into like witness protection, so no one would ever find him after this movie. He's like, yeah, I'm Italian, but you know what? I think I'm gonna be Portuguese now. I'll do it. That's how bad he wanted to escape.
Koopa says. And he says it previously, too, he hates those plumbers. I still don't understand the hate for the plumbers. They haven't really been foiling him for years. But it does work better than him always saying, God, I hate those Italians. Which would have made this
maybe that was the compromise. Nintendo read the script and said, I hate those Italians. Like, oh, no, you can't have that. You can't be objectifying certain races.
I think it would have been better if they did it.
Or maybe a plumber slept with his wife.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We finally get to see Koopa in his,
and that's why the pipes are so clean. I just solved it.
We see Koopa in his Koopa form, which was such a huge disappointment because he wasn't exactly a T-Rex. But he wasn't also the turtle that we know.
No.
You were seriously expecting a turtle at this point?
I honestly don't know.
That was exactly what I was expecting. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
This sounds about right. They've been talking about dinosaurs the entire time and how he's a T-Rex, but they never even really made him into a T-Rex.
If he had turned into a turtle at this point, it would have been more of a what the fuck.
Honestly, though.
Why was he doing this the whole movie?
Because
it sense at this point. They had strayed so far away from the game, man, that if he had turned into a turtle, I would have been pissed. Like, now you're following the script with 10 minutes left.
It's the only page they found from that stack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But during the whole mutation, though, like. He's changing so much. They could have threw in a 1 second, actual Koopa look in that mutation. Like, I was even in this rewatch, I was even expecting them to turn him into like Earl Sinclair from the Dinosaurs TV show, just for like a half a second as an Easter egg.
Which 10 times better than this movie. I love that show.
Oh my god.
They couldn't even make like his hair red, or like throughout the movie, like you see some spikes slowly start protruding through his suit. Oh my god.
Well, he finally de-evolves.
We're trying to make more sense of
this movie
than the producers and the directors and the writers ever gave a crap.
Koopa's turned into some slime now. He's defeated. Everybody's partying. And the king's turned back into a king. How? Why? What happened? Just the fact that Koopa's dead? The magic of that fungus thing?
Apparently.
Okay. I'll take it. Maybe.
I want to say that that's paying homage to Mario 3, where the king is changed into like a spider.
But even then, you had to defeat one of the Koopa children to get the wand.
Yeah, and there's no wand, and all they did was...
Even if the wand came out of nowhere at this point, Mario just stuck out his hand and went, boom.
Yep.
That would have made more sense. You wouldn't even be going...
Yeah,
you'd be going, where the fuck did the wand come from?
Where did this wand come
But it would have made more sense. And Luigi's, where did the wand come from? Luigi's like, oh, I got you, man. I had it the whole time.
Fuck.
In my tool belt.
Daisy ends up helping them get out. Yoshi's with her now, because apparently that's a thing. Okay. And we're in Manhattan 3 weeks later. And the news are talking about it. And this is the first time we hear Super Mario Brothers on the TV. Okay. Finally, at the end of the movie, they mentioned Super. Okay. Sure. And Daisy storms in, like, full after credits scene. Daisy comes in, asks for their help. Mario grabs his tool belt, and he's like, yeah, let's go. Okay. We didn't get a sequel. It is now the
Shocker.
My question to you guys is, this is the movie. We're not changing the movie. What do you think we would have got as a sequel, Ben?
If they're following the exact same format from this movie, God.
Yeah.
Man. And again, I'm basing it on what was out at the time, not what we got. We didn't, because my first thought was, they're going to go to space because Galaxy, right? But Galaxy wasn't out yet.
So it came out in 93. 93 would have been Super Nintendo, Super Mario World.
Yeah.
After this would have been Yoshi's Island.
Yeah. So they're clearly going to feed off of the older games still. So what would they have done? Koopa's ooze. Does Koopa come back? Like, what do you think they would have done?
Maybe they would. Well, Princess Daisy's from the Super Mario Land Game Boy games.
Yeah.
And in those games, Koopa isn't the boss. It's the dude in the spaceship.
Yeah. I never had a Game Boy.
So the end...
Don't laugh at me.
Oh, God.
We were poor.
The end boss in Super Mario Land... It's a weird name, but it's some guy in a spaceship. So maybe they would have gone that route because Princess Daisy is from Mario Land.
Roma, do you have any ideas what you would do if you were the writer?
I wouldn't write this. One, I'd pick something totally different because they already dropped the ball on the first one. I'm not doing a second one. At that time, I would have think again like older like they did. And there was some stuff that they did was from Super Mario 3, Super Mario 1, and Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. So I would assume they would be going forward with maybe Super Mario 2 and or Yoshi's Island or some of the Game Boy games. Those are the only options I would suggest. But again, like after watching this movie,
maybe to your point, they may have gone to Super Mario 2 route. Where they go into a strange new world called Subcon and Wart's the bad guy, and but that's the only man. And then they're in that game, instead of getting superpowers, they're just picking up vegetables and eating it at people.
Yeah.
Right?
I
don't know.
We lose sight.
I think it would have been better than this movie.
Iggy and Spike take off scenes and scenes ago, and we never see them again. So I would imagine maybe something with
they're in the desert. They're in the desert going in circles in the dune buggy. That's where the movie left them, apparently. I got a question. If this wasn't a Mario movie, because we kind of talked about that earlier, if it wasn't a Mario movie, would this movie, even though it's developed a weird cult following now, would it be a movie that's more liked by the mass audience, respected, or would it just be another 90s forgotten movie?
I'm going to go with the 90s forgotten movie.
I'd say forgotten, too. Yeah. The only that is saving this movie is the tie to Mario Brothers.
Yeah, 100%. That's the only thing saving it.
Yeah. It would have been like...
Yeah, I agree.
Roma, it would have been like that movie your buddy wanted to guest appear on, Ass Pirates or something.
Not
Wait,
It
what?
would have been-
What?
not Ass Pirates. Hold on, let me
Yo,
go look for it.
Guys, I need some context here.
He invited
Hold
a guest, a friend of his, and the guy selected the movie. And all I remember is I think it was Ass Pirates, and we were
I gotta
like,
find it.
"You're
Hold
out."
on.
There's a
It's not.
there's a movie called Ass Pirates.
It's called Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates, right? Okay, my bad.
There's gotta be an Ass Pirates out there somewhere.
No, there 100% is one out there.
And
That is
Dino
called
Hat
that.
and Dino Hatton.
I guarantee.
That's why Koopa hates plumbers. He saw Ass Pirates.
I guarantee Ass Pirates probably made more money than Ice Pirates did.
100%
Probably more money than this movie.
than this movie.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, Ben, let's start with you. Give us a rating from 1 to 10 of this movie.
God.
So you did mention you ranked it really low nostalgia-wise before we started talking about it.
Yeah. Even as a kid,
Yeah.
I thought it was ass.
So
I thought it was ass Pirates level ass. I'm gonna give it a 1, and I'm being nice. Here.
okay. Roma?
I'm going to be on the same page. I didn't like it as a kid. Again, it was nostalgic, but it was a stupid nostalgia of like how stupid it was. I'm going to say a 1.
I agree. We got 3 1s across the board here.
That doesn't make it a 3 out of 10 either.
And-
just to be clear.
I don't know what you guys are giving the 1 for, but I'm giving the 1 for the cast. In Leguizamo.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are all great. Great people.
That's
I'm giving
fair.
it a 1
We're gonna
because
give
it's
them
the
a 1.
lowest I could go.
Well, you could have said 0.
Yeah, you went 0.
No, he said 1 to 10, so I went 1.
No, to Alex's point, like I thought they picked a good Mario and they picked a good Luigi. I'm not knocking the actors for
Right.
that. It's just what were they supposed to do with what they were given? Like, you know?
Yeah.
And even Dennis Hopper, I know Dennis Hopper is a fantastic actor. He makes a great villain, but again, what was he supposed to do? So fun little fact here. Did you know who was in line to play King Koopa before Dennis Hopper?
No.
2 names here. 1, Michael Keaton, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My God.
Arnold would have been hilarious because I'm just thinking of his Mr.
Mr. Freeze,
Freeze.
yeah.
Mr. Freeze. Oh my
Can
God.
you imagine? Can you?
Everybody,
Yeah.
get to the plumbers.
Yeah.
The plumbers now. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't do a good Arnold, so I'm not even going to try.
No, Alex did a good one at that point.
Yeah.
That was,
God, that
was
would have
good.
been funny. And Keaton. I
When
love
he's
Keaton.
when he's. Yeah, but yeah.
No.
Oh man, they were in line apparently.
Did you
so-
know that Hopper had never heard of the video game?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
His son told
Told him about
Dude,
it
he did an. Did you get the interview? I think it was on Letterman.
about the shoes.
He was talking. No, yeah. Okay, you do know that then.
I don't know
okay.
if Roman
I thought that
knows.
was hilarious.
No, I don't know.
All right,
I don't
do you
know.
want to say it or do
You
you
go
want me to
ahead.
say it? So he was on this talk show, and I think it was Letterman. He asked him like, "What was the worst movie, like, or worst experience you ever had, or anything you would change in your career, something to that extent?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I did this movie called Super Mario Brothers, and I didn't know it was like I didn't know it was a Mario movie until my son clued me in, and then my son asked me like, Dad, I'm pretty sure you're a pretty good actor, but why did you make that awful movie?" And he used this analogy like, "Well, those shoes, those nice new shoes you got. Well, Dad has to. That's Dad's job. He has to work for you to wear those shoes." And the kid goes, "Yeah, I didn't need shoes that bad." Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, great.
So
Well, we made it through it. As much as we joked
somehow,
and complained, we
Yeah.
all made it through. You know, we had that one exit by you, Roma. You
I
walked
found
away twice.
I found a warp whistle and made it back, so it's all good.
We finished it. It was horrid, and we'll probably never watch it ever again.
I'm gonna say this though, Alex, you're not allowed to pick movies again for our guest appearances.
Okay,
This is
Roma.
2 for 2 now.
Roma, they're fun though.
They
You
are,
made
but this
me
is now
watch
2
The
for 2.
Proposal with Sandra
And
Bullock.
ass pirates, dude. Oh man.
Ben, our last movie we did was No Holds Barred
Oh
with
jeez.
Hogan.
I had, I have.
We rated it slightly above this one.
Okay, yeah, that's what that Zeus,
Yeah,
the guy,
Zeus.
the guy ended
Yeah.
up becoming a wrestler after, and
Yes.
yeah, that was a bad one. I don't have much. I remember pieces of that movie, but I don't care to go back and rewatch it.
We've done some bangers. We did Back to the Future, and it was awesome. It was hard to nitpick that movie.
Favorite Back to the Future movie? Quick.
God, I don't. Jesus Christ, two.
I like number two.
Two. Yes, we got three. We got 3 twos.
God,
Nice.
can you imagine if one of us said three?
Oh God.
And disconnect.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool.
Thanks so much, man, for coming and indulging in this ridiculous movie. I know you're big into video games. That's why I wanted it to be a gaming movie. The Wizard would have been awesome.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Again, I know more about I watch the gaming historian a lot on YouTube, so I always know more about the behind the scenes stuff with certain movies or certain games than the actual game itself or movie itself. But yeah, no, it was a blast. It was definitely more entertaining than the movie itself. Just talking about eggs, clean pipes, and ass pirates and jello shots. And, yeah.
Do the eggs come out of asses? I don't know.
Assuming they do. Where else are they going to come out of?
All right, Mr. Ben Fate, tell them where can we find you?
The easiest way to find me is just go to ComedyPortuguese.com. I got a link to all my socials there. If you're being introduced to me for the first time here and have no idea who I am, I started a little comedy page on Instagram about 11 years ago where I just started posting funny memes and parodies for the Portuguese culture, because I noticed at the time not a lot of people were doing it, and I was just doing it for fun. And long story short, it kind of blew up, so I have a bit of a following now on Instagram and Facebook, and I just keep doing funny things when I have time, which is a lot less the older I get, but I keep at it. But yeah, if you're Portuguese, or even if you're not Portuguese, I mean, come by, give me a follow, and hopefully one of my posts can make you laugh. I guarantee there's something there that will make you laugh and just kind of make you forget about your everyday problems or terrible movies like this one that we just reviewed. And that's who I am.
Plug your podcast if you're going to continue to do it.
Yeah, I do. I did start a podcast. I've just been so busy lately that I haven't done an episode in a couple months, but that's also because I find actually more joy in appearing on other people's podcasts and just kind of going with the flow. And it's a lot, because to do, as you guys know, to do podcasts, there's a lot of prep work involved, and it's time. And that's one thing these days that I have, I work a lot, I got kids, and so it's one of those things where I'm just gonna do when I have the time. I'm not gonna kind of set because at first it was okay, I can't do it weekly, so maybe I could do it monthly, but even that's been just kind of a challenge. But yes, I do have a podcast. It's just called the Comedy Portuguese Podcast. I make my own music too, so you can find me on Spotify and other music platforms.
He made me
Ben Fate made.
Yeah. You made me my own theme song.
Yeah, I did. I figured why not.
And my logo, actually, my Portuguese logo on Instagram. Also by Ben.
Yes, yeah. So I've been a graphic designer for over 20 years. That's my main kind of thing. I also own NESTetris.com. That's why I'm wearing my gear, because in June I'm actually heading out to Pasadena for the weekend to the Classic World Tetris Championships, and they actually have me as a guest on their website, which is awesome. I just did the CTWC in Toronto, and I got to commentate that. That was the first regional event we had there. So I'm a big into the Tetris scene too, and the competitive Tetris. I still suck at Tetris even after all these years, but I enjoy the competitive scene in that. So yeah, I wear many hats. So there's Comedy Portuguese, there's Tetris. I also have a wrestling website, prowrestlinglinks.com. Yeah, I do a lot. I'm working on an app right now too for type 1 diabetics, because I have 3 boys. My 2 oldest are type 1 diabetics. So I'm working on an app that just does carb counting a lot faster than the traditional means. So when I say I'm all over the place, I am literally all over the place, always trying to do something creative to keep the creative juices flowing. And because I'm just that kind of guy where I can't be sitting doing nothing. So even doing a podcast or doing something, I always got to be doing something just to kind of be active and stuff.
I hear you.
Yeah, I've said a lot. I've said a lot more than I thought I was going to, but yeah, that's who I am, and that's how you can find me. Yeah, thanks again for having me on.
Super
This was hilarious. I hope. I hope to come back on a future episode and even like talk another movie or
maybe I'll let you
game
pick
or
this time.
whatever.
Yeah, please do.
Unless
Yeah.
you are more than welcome to come on for Ask Pirates. Yeah,
More than welcome.
Sit down with the wife, watch it. Maybe bring the kids. You know, family event. Watch it.
I can't afford psychiatrists, so I don't want to put them through that.
Okay, I guess that let's wrap that up, guys. I'm Alex, and he is.
I'm Roma.
We're Two
And
Dudes
I'm
One
Ben Fate.
VHS, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Roma, right? Do all the things. Comment.
Yeah, do all those things. You're good.
Do them, please. Any shares help. Appreciate it, guys. Ben, thank you so much.
Thank
See you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Thanks for watching Two Dudes, One VHS. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Follow Roma and Alex on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content, and catch the full experience on Spotify too. See you on the next one!